Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And with most of the Black Friday deals now in full swing, I wanted to make a detailed breakdown video for those of you that are going to be spending either money or crystals and give you my advice and my guidance on where you should be looking to get the most bang for your buck type of scenario. This is going to be a pretty long video, so unfortunately I'm going to have to cut certain content. If you're hoping to see bingo board discussion, I will leave that for a separate video. If you're hoping to see me talk about the tier 3 tokens for the free tier 3 selector, I will have that in a separate video coming up soon. And I also can't talk about the sort of gambling on the chest, the card chest, and the custom gear chest just yet, because the discount starts tomorrow, not today. I will be referencing it in some of my other advice, but just keep in mind that not all of the events are live just yet. Most of them are, but not all of them. So it is something that I'm going to have to skip. I'm also not going to be able to talk about the characters, the crystal characters. I will, again, leave that for a separate video where I break them all down. So originally I was thinking of, now that we get into the topic, I was thinking of just going from, this side all the way to the other side and just talking about all the deals. There's a lot of new deals in the shop and just giving you my advice and my grade, whatever, rank them out of 10. However, my thinking now is it's better to give you the advice that I'm going to take myself. So I think the best way to spend money on Black Friday in Marvel Future Fight is to look first at the crystals, because they improve, they increase the amount of bonus crystals that you get. So you can buy this pack, which is the most expensive pack in the game, and you get almost 20,000 crystals. Especially if you're trying to catch up on uniforms, deluxe packs, legendary battles, etc. This is crazy good value. It's crazy good value, and it still gives you the double loyalty. We're also going to be talking about the Black Friday loyalty a little bit later in the video, and I'll tell you which tiers I think are sort of the most valuable to aim for if you are spending and you have a sort of a flexible budget. So yeah, I think first and foremost, if you're making a decision on spending, you should just compare whatever pack you want to buy, right? Any pack you're going to buy in the shop. Do some math, do some research, and look at the pack, and then compare the pack in dollars. Like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy this Black Friday 7-year anniversary pack. I'm gonna buy step 1 and I'm gonna buy step 2. And then you start thinking, well, hold on, I could do that, or I could just go and buy the crystals twice. So in this case, I get 25,000 crystals and I get some other stuff. In the other case, I get almost 40,000 crystals. So then you take the difference in crystals, which is 14,000 in this case, and you see, with 14,000 crystals, can I get a random premium card and a random 5-star artifact, or an artifact selector, and a CTP? You know what? You can do that if you do the bingo board, and you'll probably have some crystals left over. So in that case, this pack and this relay is just straight up worse. You have to put a bit more effort, but otherwise this is just straight up worse than just buying the crystals and doing it yourself. There's obviously convenience built into the game, and that's what the shop is for, to just trick you into being like, oh, just press the button and we'll give you what you need. But there are a lot of ways to make your dollar go a lot further than it does with the basic pack. So that is my first sort of macro level piece of advice. Oftentimes just buying raw crystals and then cutting them later on into different products and different, gambling a little bit here and getting some tokens to get a couple of free P cards here and whatever, splish splashing here and there. That's going to give you more overall value than buying these packs as they're packaged, because as they're packaged, they're inflated in value, like they're inflated in their worth, and they're generally not worth it. That being said, let's dive into the packs one by one. So I'm going to treat all of these as a group because they represent the exact same thing. It's 6 CTPs. You have a 20% chance to get the Brilliant and a 80% chance to get the Mighty version of the CTP. There's no Rage. There's no Egg. In general, these are not worth your time at all, because the 20% chance to get the Brilliant is 1% less than the chance to get the Brilliant when you do the reforging yourself. Now, I know you need the reforging cores, but those are really easy to come by if you've been playing the game at all. And the 100 crystals represents literally 0. So all you need to do is, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, buy crystals, wait for tomorrow, spend the crystals here, gambling, get a bunch of CTPs for less, and then just reforge it yourself. And you actually have a 1% better chance, better odds. A little bit more work on your part, but much better return in my opinion. So I think those are all trash. This one here, again, I don't think it's good, because the 4 premium cards, you're basically saying that those are worth the majority of this thing that you purchased. And again, 4 premium cards, you can just gamble when it's 40% off. And the box costs 420 crystals. for every 10 cards instead of 675, and you still get those premium card tokens that you can then exchange 600 of them for a free random premium card. And these don't include the art books, so these are the same ones that you get in the free pity chest. The only reason why you would buy this is if you're a massive whale and you really need the cubes, because you need to catch up on farming. However, this is not even enough cubes to fully craft one card. So I think this is overpriced, and again, it's just for like the ultra lazy whales, and I would highly recommend skipping it. This tier 3 selector that's paid and this transcendent selector that's paid, they're not really valuable. However, I will give you my top 3 picks if you just really want to upgrade your roster. For this one, I would say Jane Foster, then Wong, then Ancient One, because most of the rest of the best characters in this list are available in the free tier 3 selector. Okay. For the Transcendent Selector, it's a lot worse. The added characters in general are bad, like Sandman and Vulture. However, America Chavez first, Hulkbuster second, and then Thing third, I would say are the only other decent options that don't appear in the free selector. I'm pretty sure Hulk is not in the free selector. If Hulk is in the free selector and I'm misremembering, then I would say America Chavez, Thing, and Quasar's not in here, eh? Yeah, this one is really not that good. Most of the best characters, like I said, Human Torch, Moon Knight, Sif, they're all in the free one. Then we come to the Black Friday 7-year anniversary pack and the Black Friday relay. I originally thought this one was good because I originally thought that this art book included P card was a selector, but it's random, in which case this is just categorically worse, like I explained in the beginning of the video, than just buying crystals and then engaging in the bingo, because the first step of the bingo is going to give you a CTP selector, which is in the second step of the relay, and then the second step of the bingo is going to give you the 5-star selector. So you literally get more for less by doing the bingo, because you're probably only going to spend about 10,000 crystals on the first 2 steps, so you'll still have 28,000 crystals to spend versus the 25,000. Yeah. Even after you get the rewards that are best over here, you'll still have more crystals left over than these 2 packs give you. So this is just categorically worse. This one, on the other hand, is more interesting and slightly better, although it is 33% more expensive. It's basically 3 140-step relays. It does give you more crystals. It does give you this advanced potential transcendent ticket. It also gives you a lot more gold. It gives you over 100 million gold, which is pretty crazy. However, it is very expensive. Now, it does give you a 6-star selector instead of a 5-star, which I think a lot of people are going to be attracted by. It also gives you a premium card selector, which is also including the Avengers Korea cards. So a lot of people will see this as a way to finish off their last collection that they were missing. For example, I still don't have the last P card from that to finish my collection. However, is it worth buying the relay 3 times, basically? I kind of don't think so. I'm leaning towards no, but it is sort of on my radar if I am not really happy with just buying crystals outright. So this one's a little bit more interesting. Definitely very high cost, but it does represent a lot more overall value because you get to pick and choose. You get a premium card that you choose, you get a 6-star artifact that you choose, and you get literally hundreds of millions of gold. Up next is the Black Friday gift box. This, I think, is going to be the most attractive purchase for low spenders who are looking to get their Black Panther 2 fix. Now, what I'm talking about is you get Black Friday tokens, okay, from buying these. You can see you get 10 tokens here, and then you get 3 tokens there. They give you 10 tokens for free just for being part of the event. You can see the 10 tokens right there. So you only need to get 15 more tokens in order to get the Black Panther power saving theme. It's 25 tokens. It's actually 15. So 15 tokens means you buy the large chest twice, and you get an extra 5 leftover tokens if you buy the number 2 twice, or you buy the number 1 5 times and you get 15 tokens, and that's exactly it, and you're done. These chests themselves are not that interesting. I don't expect you to get some crazy good reward. You could get lucky, you might not. Honestly, the 500 essence or the tickets are the best part, but generally speaking, I'm just giving you the most cost-efficient option to get the Black Panther power-saving theme. Obviously, if you purchase more expensive items, you'll have more tokens, the Black Friday tokens. You can use those for the Black Panther power-saving theme that way, if that's what you want. If you don't care about the Black Panther theme and you don't care about collecting the tokens, like accumulating them, then these packs are not worth it. This is just like a low spender's guide to getting the tokens. Keep in mind that there will probably be Cyber Monday deals that will also give you Black Friday tokens, and those tokens will probably be able to get you the Black Panther power saving theme. Okay. Then we have a bunch of these comic card packs. These are a lot more aggressively priced, and I think these are a lot more valuable. But in general, I think only the Monsters Unleashed pack, Monsters Unleashed pack is worthwhile, because the full set gives you 5% all attack, and you get 5,500 crystals, and you get a random premium card. I think this is very competitive. I think this is very worthwhile if you are a returning player and you want to, you know, start to ramp up your account and you're missing all 5 of these cards. People have asked me, if I'm missing one of these cards, should I buy this? Generally speaking, no, but it's really up to you and what your account needs, right? It's really your choice. You can get these cards through gambling, so you can just consider the odds of you pulling the one card that you're missing. I would say if you're missing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, this pack becomes a lot more attractive, especially if you're not going to gamble your crystals in the random comic card chest gacha later, right? If you're not going to do this, then that pack becomes more valuable. If you are going to do this tomorrow, then the pack becomes less valuable, because you could pull all 5 of them in less, with fewer crystals spent. Again, it just goes back to, if you just do it yourself by buying the raw crystals and gambling, you're probably going to end up with more value in the end. The rest of the packs, although they do feature a premium card each, in my opinion, are not worth it. Like I said, you're better off just buying, spending the $70 to buy yourself the crystals. I think it's like 9,000 crystals for $70. It's this one right here. So yeah, it's about 9,000 crystals that you get, or over 9,000 crystals, 9,200 crystals. Just take those 9,200 crystals and just throw them all into the card chest when it's discounted. And even if you don't get the card that you're looking for, you're going to get so many premium card tokens that you're going to then have so many chances to pull the card from here. So again, it's in my opinion, if you really want the baby Spidey or whatever, in my opinion, it's better to just do it this way than to buy that pack. The Monsters Unleashed one is the only one that I would consider, because all 5 of them are needed for that collection, right? And in the case of all these other ones, the rest of the cards are not premium, right? They may be hard to find, whatever Shadowland card chests, but they're not premium at all. You do not need to spend any money to get them. The Odin's Blessings pack, straight up, I think is not good. It's 6 Odin's Blessings for $70 with a few crystals. It's not good. Just accumulate Urus and then just do the Uru Craft Combine event when it comes around once a month. You'll end up getting more Odin's Blessings than you need. This is really just for whales who are really trying to push to get rank 1 for specific characters. But yeah, it's a better deal than the usual Odin's Blessings packs, but I still think at this point in the game, it's a little overpriced considering how often we can get Odin's Blessings through that event. This is just terrible, just mad skip, huge skip, awful. This is hot garbage, huge skip. It's better than it's been before. $40 is low for the amount of awakening ISO they're giving you. But again, just play the story mode, right? Do ultimate mode, story mode farming, and then just open this chest, and you have a chance to get one every single time, right? I'm gonna open one right now. I'm either gonna get a 6-star or I'm gonna get an awakened one. See, there you go. I just got one. It's literally free. It's literally free. So yeah, to make that chest more valuable, they need to that needs to be 30 million gold. They need to put in way more gold into these to make them worthwhile, because gold is an infinite resource that you need. This tier 4 advancement pack, it's the same one that it's always been, so nothing new to discuss here. And then everything else is, oh, actually there's a few more new ones here. We have this 2020 Black Friday pack for 3,000 crystals. This one's not bad. It's honestly not bad. If you're trying to specifically build a premium character like Namor that you have at 1 star, or Carnage, I would say consider it. But remember, it has to be a character that's going to have a huge impact on your roster. So in my opinion, it's only reserved for tier 4s. Namor, Carnage, Blue Dragon, which are the premium tier 4s, or a character that's going to sit adjacent to one of those characters and buff them and is also premium. Like if you're trying to build up Dazzler for Namor, or you're trying to build up Agent Venom for Carnage, or you're trying to build up Sunbird for Blue Dragon. But I would really look at it through the lens of is this going to get me stronger and better tier 4s or not? If you're using this to just build up like M'Baku, just do it through the events and spend the 3,000 crystals gambling or buying uniforms. This other one actually is a little bit better than the other one. I know it's twice the cost, 6,000 crystals, but it does give you a tier 3 ticket. This is quite a bit more appealing because it saves you the books, it saves you everything else. And it also gives you the potential ticket and the 6-star. The 6-star, that first one at the top there, it saves you 10 million gold and 2,500 bios. So this one is quite a bit nicer, especially with the crystal discounts on right now. But again, make sure that you're using that tier 3 ticket on a character that's going to have a big impact on your roster. If you're using that tier 3 advancement ticket on like some random character, just, you know, for a stage requirement, like, oh, I'm using it on not Morbius, but you sort of get what I'm saying. If you're using it on a character like that, it's not worth it, right? It's not. I can't think of someone that comes to mind right now, but like Blade, if you're using it on Blade to have a leadership for Moon Knight, it's just not worth it. You know, it's just not worth it. So just be careful with that. And then I think that's it. So yeah. Last but not least, we have to discuss the Black Friday loyalty points. So this is interesting because this runs side by side with the existing loyalty. The existing loyalty is just extra rewards you get for spending money in the game, so you'll be familiar with it if you've spent money in the game before. The Black Friday loyalty is essentially extra rewards, and you get those rewards. The loyalty points you get are equivalent to what you spend. So if you spend $100, you get 100 loyalty, and then it fills up the bars equal to the amount. But just keep in mind that it doesn't go concurrently. So if you spend $5 and you get 5 loyalty, it doesn't fill up the tier 2 to 5 and the tier 3 to 5 and the tier 4 to 5. That's not how it works. So in order to fill up tier 2 and tier 3, actually, in order to fill up tier 1, which is over here, and tier 2 and tier 3, you would have to spend $20, or you'd have to get 20 loyalty, because it's 5 for the first one, 5 for the second one, and 10 for the third one. So it's 5 plus 5 plus 10. So it's additive, right? It adds on. As far as the Black Friday loyalty goes, I think it's good. I think it's really good, and it's very enticing to make players spend a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I think that all the way up to all the way up to tier 15 is pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. I think tier 9 is probably where a lot of players, or tier 7 is probably where a lot of players are going to stop. But yeah, it's not bad. You get a random CTP there. You get a random 4 to 6-star artifact here, here, and here. I know there's a lot of artifacts, but it's 4 to 6 stars, which is quite nice. And then at tier 15, you get a random mighty CTP, but you have, you know, 4 or 5 good options here out of, what is that, 8. So you have an over 50% chance of getting something nice. It's really after tier 15 that I think the rewards got kind of lazy and just too expensive, because you have 4 back-to-back 100-point tiers, which essentially represents $400 of spending, and your reward for each of these is just a random premium card. Not worth it in my mind at all. And then the final reward, although it is quite spicy, it's a random brilliant CTP. It's random, and it also doesn't include the egg, refinement, or rage. So I think that was their mistake. If this was a CTP selector, I think players, brilliant CTP selector, I think a lot more players would be like, you know what, I'm going to spend the extra money. But essentially, after the mighty CTP, the game is asking you, hey, can you spend another $515 just to get a random brilliant? No, dude, no. And just to put it into perspective, those 4 premium cards, you could buy $100 of crystals and easily get 4 random premium cards just by gambling during the discount. So it's not worth it at all. Not at all. So yeah, hopefully that clears up the Black Friday loyalty and what's good and what's bad and what sort of tiers you should aim for. And hopefully that helps people spend wisely and have the most value for their purchases, so they feel like they're getting a good deal. I know it's a mobile game. I know that good deals are still very expensive in the realm of like, oh, I just paid $90 for God of War Ragnarok, but it's a mobile game. It's been around for a long time, so it does have its perks to having a large roster for, and sort of being able to have fun with a community for so long. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below if you have more questions, by the way, on what to spend your money on. If you're looking for tips and stuff like that, discord.gg/thenewmeta. I mentioned this in my previous video today, but it begs repeating. We now have 2,000 active members and over 16,000 members in total since we made that call this morning. Probably over 150, 200 people have already joined in just a few short hours. It's absolutely buzzing right now, and it's only going to get better as we get more and more amazing people like you to join. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below, or hit me up on Discord, baby. Tag me, see what happens. Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.